To navigate in Google Sheets, there's a few things you'll need to know. First, you'll need to understand the terminology that kind of comes in regards to Google Sheets and also spreadsheets. So when you open up a Google Sheet, you'll see here on the left a list of numbers. You'll see here across the top a string of letters here. The top bar is referred to as columns, and the left bar is referred to as rows. And Excel uses these columns and rows to reference what we call cells, which is, for example, I just selected A1 because it lines up with column A and row 1. This cell would be C5, and so on and so forth. When a selection of cells is made, this is referred to as a range. So there are certain times in Excel when you will refer to a range or when you will use a range. Now, when you are within Excel, you can use the keyboard a little bit to navigate. I'm just using the arrow keys now to move from cell to cell. If you hold the Shift key, you can actually select multiple cells and select a range. If you select cells with your mouse and hold the Control key, you can select multiple cells like this. That way you can format or adjust multiple cells at a time. Now, also when you're working in Google Sheets, up at the top, you have a toolbar. This works much like any other toolbar in software. We're not going to go over all the options here, but there's a number of options you can go through. And then you have your formatting toolbar up here at the top. Now, one thing you should note, if you do make your window smaller, not all of the options will appear, but you can still access them. You just might have to, there will be a down arrow you'll need to select. So that's the basic navigation within Google Sheets.